The Vancouver Canucks took a lead in Game 2 of the quarterfinal series against the Calgary Flames, and this time they didn't let it slip away from them. The Canucks came out a 4-1 victory, tying the series 1-1, now with a shift to Calgary for Game 3 on Sunday. Here with me now to talk over his predictions on the game is expert handicapper Dave Golokhov. Now, Dave, this Canucks team did not let up for a single second the entire 60 minutes of Game 2, and this is the second game in a row we've seen them take an early lead over this rookie Calgary team. A huge brawl broke out at the end of the game, so intensity is so heavy between these two going into Game 3. Now the series is about to transition over to Calgary's house on Sunday, so what can we expect for Game 3 between these two teams, Dave?
I think you're going to see some of the intensity carry over, but really for Calgary, they have to get back to hockey. I know that they were frustrated in Game 2. They tried to ram the net and kind of get under Eddie Lack's skin and, I don't know, crash the net, do whatever they could physically, but really it has to get back to skill. They need to back up some of that physicality with shots on net, with effort. You know, just 3 shots on net in the first period of Game 2. It was pretty clear that Vancouver came out like they were shot out of a cannon. Well, now it's Calgary's turn to respond. Vancouver desperately needed that win in Game 2. Well, now it's Calgary's turn to desperately need the win in Game 3. You know, it's not do or die time for the Flames, but I don't think that they want to cough up that home ice advantage that they stole away from the Canucks. So for them to get this win, they need to be a bit more disciplined. They need to protect Jonas Hiller a little bit more. He obviously got peppered with shots. They ended up pulling him late in the game. They need to throw more shots on net on Eddie Lack and test this guy out. He only faced 22 shots in total in Game 2. You know, when they got 30 shots on him in Game 1, they managed to come away with 2 goals. So clearly they need more shots on net. And I think that's really the story for Calgary, is be more aggressive, not just with the physical play, but actually do something with it. Create more penalties, not take more penalties, get more power plays, get more shots on net. And as for Vancouver, I think this series has kind of, you know, I think the tide has changed a little bit. I think they sort of figured things out in Game 2. Game 1, they had the lead. They blew it. Game 2, they really took it to the Flames for 60 minutes. And I think we talked about that in Game 2, that Vancouver's probably going to do that. They did. They played really well, focused, generated, I think they generated more power plays than the Flames. Definitely outshot them. The Sedins came to life. The home ice advantage was a factor. You know, all those things tipped in Vancouver's favor. And it seems like they figured out how to beat the Flames. You know, not that it's something new. They've been beating a while now in this series, and not this playoff series, but, you know, this rivalry. So it seems like the light bulb went on for Vancouver, and Calgary's going to have to do something to respond in Game number 3.
All right, Dave, let's get your picks for this game. Now, Game 2, you took the over and broke even here at 5 goals total. What's your play for us in Game 3, man?
I like the Canucks in Game number 3. I think that Game number 2 was really a changing of the guards in a matter of speaking. I think that Vancouver sort of figured things out. They took it to the Flames for a full 60 minutes and realized that Calgary's not really on their level if they're going to really push the pedal to the metal. And I think Vancouver carries that over into Game number 3. Calgary's response really is just get more physical. You know, they didn't really do much offensively that the Canucks haven't seen before, that the Canucks couldn't handle. And I don't think a whole lot changes in Game 3. Obviously, the venue changes to Calgary, but you know what? Vancouver has played well in Calgary recently. They've won 4 of their last 6 meetings there. They've still won 12 of the last 16 meetings between the teams. And in the regular season, Vancouver was perfectly fine in road games as they went 24-17 on the road this season. So I think when you factor in that Vancouver has sort of figured this series, the fact that they're good on the road, the fact that they have a good series history against Calgary, those 3 factors plus that you get Vancouver plus the money as a road dog here, I think it really makes sense to take a shot with the Canucks. And lastly, I'll just add, worst case scenario, in my opinion, this series heads back to Vancouver tied 2-2. So I'm probably going to be betting Vancouver in both games. You get them at about plus 117 here. I think they'd probably cash in at least one of these 2 games, and you become profitable if that's the case. But specifically in game 3 in the Canucks, I think they win it.
All right, once again, SBR's expert on NHL odds, Dave Golokhov, offering his top free pick on Game 3 of the best-of-7 quarterfinal series between the Canucks and the Calgary Flames. Let us know what you think about the pick or any comments you have on the game. Tweet at us at SBR Sports Picks, find us at Facebook at Sportsbook Review, or just comment below this video. And also, don't miss out on Dave's free picks on Game 3 between the Chicago Blackhawks versus Nashville Predators, also on Sunday in the links below this video. Only get the best predictions and plays right here with us at SBRpicks.com.